I'm really excited to share my thoughts on Buddhism's wisdom teachings with you, especially as we step into October 2024. You know, October has always felt like a month of new beginnings for me, a time when the air feels crisp and there's a sense of promise all around. I've noticed that this month can be particularly potent for those born under the signs of the rat, dragon, horse, and pig. But here's the nugget I've learned. True luck and prosperity come from within. It's all about finding that inner peace. Now, when I think of October, I can't help but reflect on my own journey with meditation. It's been a game changer for me, really. I used to rush through my days, always caught up in the chaos of life. But once I embraced meditation, I found this incredible stillness. It allowed me to reconnect with myself and understand what truly matters. And I think that's key for all of us, taking a moment to breathe, reflect, and align ourselves with our true intentions. So, as we dive into this month, let's talk numbers. The first number that resonates with me is 3. It's a powerful symbol of creativity, which reminds me of how crucial it is to think outside the box. For instance, I once had an idea for a project that felt a bit outlandish at the time. But embracing that energy of creativity helped me explore new avenues I never thought possible. Look at someone like Walt Disney. His journey from a small animation studio to a global empire is a testament to the power of nurturing new ideas. If you harness that energy of 3, you might find October is the perfect time to kickstart a project you've been mulling over. Next up is the number 5. Now, this one really resonates with me when it comes to taking risks. I remember when I decided to invest in a venture that felt a little daunting. Aligning with the energy of 5 helped me embrace adaptability and seize opportunities. Just think about Elon Musk. His knack for diving into bold ventures, from electric cars to space travel, shows us the incredible possibilities when we dare to take risks. So, this October, allow yourself to be open to new opportunities that could lead to financial success. Then we have 7, which is all about introspection and inner wisdom. This number has taught me the value of patience in decision-making. Reflecting on past choices has helped me avoid hasty decisions that could lead to regret. Warren Buffett comes to mind here. His methodical approach to investing, grounded in deep reflection, has proven time and again to be effective. When you channel the energy of 7, you'll find yourself making more thoughtful decisions that pave the way for lasting wealth. Let's not forget about the powerhouse of 8. This number screams material success and abundance. I often think of Jeff Bezos and how he expanded Amazon from a bookstore to an e-commerce giant. His journey embodies the essence of 8. Relentless pursuit and a clear vision of success. If you focus on building long-term financial stability this month, you might just find yourself tapping into that abundant energy. And then there's 9, the number of completion and fulfillment. I've experienced this firsthand when finishing a project I poured my heart into. The sense of achievement and reward is unmatched. Take LeBron James as an example. His journey in basketball isn't just about championships, but also about the fulfillment and financial success that comes with hard work. If you've been laboring over a project, October is your month to reap the rewards and wrap things up. Lastly, we have 6, which speaks to balance and financial harmony. This one resonates with me deeply because it reminds us that wealth isn't just about accumulating money. It's about finding harmony in our lives. I admire Sheryl Sandberg for her ability to balance work and personal life successfully. The energy of 6 encourages us to nurture our relationships and well-being while pursuing financial success. As we navigate through October 2024, remember that prosperity is a journey that begins within. By embracing these energies and reflecting on our choices, we can unlock the potential for a prosperous life. Here's to staying peaceful, mindful, and opening ourselves to the abundance that awaits us. As October rolls in, I can't help but feel a wave of excitement wash over me. There's something about this month that always feels fresh and full of potential. I've come to realize that aligning our financial goals with our personal values can create a sense of lasting success. It's more than just chasing numbers. It's about creating a life that feels meaningful. When I think about this, I reflect on my own journey. There was a time when I was completely consumed by the idea of financial success. I was chasing opportunities, constantly on the grind, and it felt exhilarating at first. But soon enough, that chase turned into a bit of a hamster wheel. I was busy, but I wasn't fulfilled. That's when I began to explore the idea of aligning my actions with deeper values, and it transformed how I approach my financial life. This October, I want to share how the energy of 6 powerful numbers can guide us toward financial success. Each number holds a unique essence, and when we tap into that energy, we can set ourselves up for a month filled with growth and balance. First up is 3, which represents creativity. I remember brainstorming for a side project that felt daunting at first. I took a moment to think outside the box, and that's when the ideas really started flowing. Whether it's launching a new venture or simply pursuing a passion project, tapping into that creative energy can lead to unexpected financial gains. Then there's 5, the number of adventure and risk-taking. I think back to the time I stepped outside my comfort zone to explore a new investment opportunity. It was terrifying, but I embraced the uncertainty. If you find yourself faced with a decision this month, don't shy away from those uncharted territories. Instead, lean into the adventure and be open to what could unfold. Next is 7, the number of reflection and wisdom. This one is close to my heart. I've learned that sometimes the best decisions come from taking a step back and reflecting on long-term goals. I've had moments where I rushed into decisions out of fear of missing out, only to regret it later. This October, let's practice patience and allow ourselves to think things through before jumping in. Moving on to 8, which symbolizes power and material success. I've seen how focusing on building stability can yield long-term benefits. It's about more than just accumulating wealth. It's about investing in projects that align with my vision for the future. When I've been able to step back and view things through the lens of abundance, I've noticed that my financial stability grows. And then there's 9, which brings the energy of completion and reward. I often think of it as the satisfaction that comes from finishing a project. When I complete something I've poured my energy into, it feels like a victory. This month, if you've been working hard on a particular goal, embrace the energy of 9 and allow yourself to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Lastly, we have 6, the number of balance and harmony. It serves as a reminder that true wealth is about more than just financial gain. It's about aligning our financial pursuits with our values and personal life. I've found that when I create harmony between my work and personal life, I feel richer in more ways than just financially. Now, let's talk practical tips for aligning with these lucky numbers. One of the easiest things I do is meditate on my chosen number. I spend a few minutes visualizing what it represents. For example, when I focus on 8, I visualize abundance flowing into my life. Setting specific financial goals that resonate with these numbers is another helpful step. If 5 resonates with you, maybe it's time to seek out that new investment or job opportunity. I've also found it beneficial to incorporate these numbers into my daily life, maybe choosing a house number or license plate that aligns with my lucky number. It's a fun way to keep those energies present in my decisions. Creating affirmations around these numbers has also been transformative for me. Affirmations are a way to reinforce the positive energies that each number carries, helping to keep me focused. As I reflect on these insights, I can't help but think about those born under the year of the rat. Their natural intelligence and adaptability often make them well-suited for financial success, especially during months like October, which brims with opportunity. However, as Buddhism teaches, it's essential to balance material pursuits with mindfulness and compassion. I think of a friend I once had, a young entrepreneur who was brilliant at spotting business opportunities. But as his wealth grew, so did his stress. He found himself constantly chasing the next big thing, feeling empty despite his success. A turning point came when he attended a Buddhist retreat and learned about the power of slowing down and practicing mindfulness. That simple shift allowed him to find balance and clarity in his decisions, leading to even greater success. For those born under the rat sign, October is a perfect time to cultivate that balance between ambition and spiritual fulfillment. By remaining calm and centered, it's possible to turn material success into something much more meaningful. Practicing daily meditation, giving back to the community, and focusing on nurturing a peaceful mind can open the door to both material and spiritual wealth. Remember, as the Buddha said, peace comes from within. When we cultivate that inner peace, everything else tends to fall into place. So let's embrace October as a month of growth, balance, and alignment. As October unfolds, I can't help but reflect on how much this month represents change. The central teaching of Buddhism that all things are impermanent resonates deeply with me. Just like the seasons shift from vibrant autumn leaves to barren branches, success and failure in our lives come and go. It's easy to get caught up in the chase for material success, but I've learned that true fulfillment comes from understanding the transient nature of our achievements. Take the story of a woman born in 1964, for instance. She was a dragon in every sense, driven, ambitious, and a successful CEO. Her company saw incredible growth under her leadership, but her single-minded focus on power and control isolated her from those around her. Despite her outward success, she felt a profound emptiness inside. It wasn't until she attended a Buddhist retreat that she began to see the light. The monk's teachings about humility and serving others changed her perspective. She started incorporating meditation into her daily routine and became more generous, not just in her personal life, but in her business as well. By giving her employees more autonomy and focusing on helping others succeed, she found her own success blossoming even more. Her journey reminds me that true success is not just about what we achieve for ourselves, but how we can uplift others along the way. Now, what can we take from her experience as we navigate our own lives this October? A few key practices stand out to me. First, meditation and chanting. Starting and ending my day with meditation clears my mind and centers my spirit. I've found that it allows me to approach challenges with a calm and focused mindset. Helping others selflessly, whether through financial support or simply offering guidance, is another powerful way to ensure our success benefits those around us. It's amazing how much more fulfilling life feels when we're not just focused on ourselves. Now let's talk about avoiding greed and arrogance. The Buddha teaches that clinging to power leads to suffering. For those of us born under the dragon sign, it's crucial to remember that with leadership comes the responsibility to act in alignment with our spiritual values. This means using our influence for the greater good and practicing generosity while maintaining humility. In October, we have a beautiful opportunity to blend our material success with our spiritual journey, ensuring a sense of lasting fulfillment. Switching gears to those born in the year of the horse, these folks are natural explorers, always eager to learn and grow. October offers them a plethora of opportunities, but they must be mindful not to overextend themselves. Horses thrive on freedom, but true freedom isn't about being reckless. I've seen how the enthusiasm of a horse can open doors, yet without careful consideration, it can lead to mistakes. I remember a friend who embodies the spirit of the horse. She had big dreams and worked tirelessly to climb the corporate ladder. Yet the constant race against time left her feeling anxious and stressed. After attending a mindfulness retreat, she realized that success isn't about relentless movement, but about being present in each moment. She began to incorporate mindfulness into her daily life, taking one step at a time, and that's when she truly started achieving her goals. It's a reminder for all of us, if we take care of ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually, we can truly flourish. Now, let's consider those born under the sign of the pig. Often seen as gentle, kind, and prosperous, pigs symbolize not just material wealth, but also inner peace and contentment. This October, pigs may find financial opportunities knocking at their doors, but their challenge lies in maintaining that peaceful nature amidst the pressures of success. In Buddhism, true prosperity isn't measured by the weight of our wallets, but by the tranquility of our minds. Pigs have a natural inclination towards comfort and security, but they must guard against letting material desires overshadow their inner peace. As opportunities for wealth arise this month, practicing mindfulness and gratitude will help them navigate the balance between ambition and serenity. The Buddha teaches that craving and attachment are root causes of suffering, and for pigs, the desire for more wealth can lead to unnecessary stress. As I reflect on these insights, it becomes clear that October is not just a month of potential financial success. It's a time to deepen our understanding of what true fulfillment means. By integrating mindfulness, humility, and a spirit of service into our lives, we can transform our material pursuits into meaningful experiences that enrich our lives and those around us. So let's embrace this month with open hearts and a willingness to grow in every aspect of our being. I often find myself reflecting on the power of gratitude and generosity, especially as October rolls in. For those born under the sign of the pig, this month offers a unique opportunity to align financial pursuits with a sense of spiritual wealth. It's fascinating how gratitude can reshape our lives, shifting our focus from mere accumulation of wealth to finding fulfillment in what we already have. Let me share a story about a man born in 1983. He dedicated his life to chasing wealth, believing that money would bring him happiness. By his 30s, he had built up a considerable fortune, but he still felt empty inside. Everything changed when he met a Buddhist teacher who opened his eyes to a different perspective. The teacher emphasized that true wealth is rooted in peace with oneself, rather than in financial numbers. This conversation struck a chord with him. He began a daily gratitude practice, noting the things he was thankful for each morning and evening. Over time, he noticed that his desire for more money started to fade. Although he continued working hard and making smart investments, his focus shifted from accumulating wealth to living a meaningful life. Surprisingly, this change led to his financial success flourishing even more, but now it came hand in hand with inner peace. So for pigs, October isn't just about chasing material gains, it's about focusing on spiritual abundance. Here are some key practices I've found helpful. First off, start and end each day by listing things you are grateful for. This simple act fosters a mindset of abundance that can significantly shift your perspective. Next, consider charity and generosity. If you have the resources, find ways to help others, whether through charitable donations or just spreading joy and kindness. It's amazing how giving back can elevate your spirit and enrich your life. Physical well-being should also be a priority. A healthy body supports a healthy mind, so make sure you're taking care of your health alongside your financial goals. In Buddhism, the concept of right livelihood is crucial. It's all about earning a living in ways that don't harm others and align with your spiritual values. For pigs, this means using their wealth to create positive change in the world, instead of merely accumulating for the sake of having more. Now, reflecting on wealth, I realize that it's not just material. It also encompasses spiritual well-being, which stems from mindful living and ethical choices. This month is about focusing on what truly matters: health, peace of mind, and generosity. Money itself doesn't hold intrinsic value. Instead, it allows us freedom and comfort, enabling us to pursue deeper spiritual truths. I've learned that many people may not fully grasp how their birth dates influence their personality and financial journey. For example, those born on the 2nd, 11th, 20th, or 29th are often deeply intuitive and emotionally connected. This can lead to extraordinary abilities to empathize with others, but it can also pose challenges like mood swings or a tendency to rely too heavily on others' opinions. In Buddhist teachings, managing emotions is essential for achieving inner peace and external success. When emotions run unchecked, they can cloud judgment and obstruct wise financial decisions. However, when these sensitivities are harnessed correctly, they can become a tremendous strength, allowing for deep connections with others and the cultivation of lasting relationships that lead to success. I've seen this play out in my own life and the lives of others. For example, a young entrepreneur I know, Vijay, faced significant hurdles in his startup due to arrogance and difficulty collaborating with his team. His anger often alienated his employees, which stunted the business's growth. However, after embracing the daily practice of offering water to the sun as a symbol of gratitude, he noticed shifts in his behavior. He became calmer and more patient, leading to a significant improvement in his relationships, and consequently, his business began to flourish. This journey has taught me that true leadership isn't about having power over others. It's about inspiring and elevating them. When we lead with humility and compassion, we not only enhance our relationships but also create environments where prosperity can thrive. So, as October unfolds, I invite you to reflect on how gratitude, generosity, and emotional intelligence can transform your financial journey into a more meaningful and fulfilling experience. It's about finding balance and embracing a mindset that values not just wealth, but also the richness of our connections and inner peace. I've been thinking a lot about emotional balance lately, especially how it impacts our journey toward prosperity. In Buddhism, there's this profound insight that emotions aren't inherently good or bad. It's really about how we manage them that determines their effects on our lives. That's something I've experienced firsthand. A while back, I was in a challenging situation, feeling overwhelmed by various pressures, work, relationships, and everything in between. It felt like my emotions were dictating my decisions, leading me to act impulsively instead of thoughtfully. That's when I realized that cultivating emotional intelligence amidst chaos is a vital skill. It doesn't just lead to better decision-making. It's essential for creating a life filled with opportunities and success. I remember chatting with a friend about her struggles as a primary school teacher. She felt constantly drained by the emotional needs of her students, and it was impacting her both personally and financially. She was in a cycle of stress that seemed unbreakable, but then she learned about the practice of drinking water from a silver cup. This simple ritual is believed to promote calmness and emotional stability. So, she gave it a try, and to her surprise, she felt a noticeable shift in her mindset. She became calmer and more in control of her emotions, which not only improved her classroom management, but also opened up new tutoring and speaking opportunities. This experience made me realize that emotional sensitivity is often seen as a weakness, but when harnessed wisely, it can be an incredible strength. For those born on certain dates, like the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or 30th, it's essential to create grounding practices. When you stabilize your emotions, you clear the way for better decision-making, attract new opportunities, and radiate an energy that invites abundance. Speaking of dates, let's talk about creativity for a moment. If you're born on those specific days, you might find that your mind is a whirlwind of ideas, innovations, and a thirst for knowledge. Creativity is undoubtedly your greatest asset, but it can easily turn into a downfall if not tempered with caution. Overconfidence and trusting others too easily can lead to financial setbacks. I've learned from Buddhist philosophy that mindfulness is critical here. It helps prevent impulsive decisions that come from being overly confident. The teachings of discernment are incredibly valuable. They encourage us to remain aware of our surroundings and approach decisions carefully and deliberately. I once had a friend, Rajesh, who lost a significant amount of money due to a betrayal in business. This experience made him wary of trusting anyone. After being advised to incorporate turmeric into his baths, he found that it improved his mental clarity. He regained his confidence, but this time he tempered it with caution. Not long after, he landed a new job that offered a better salary and a healthier work environment. Turmeric isn't just good for physical health. It's believed to cleanse negative energy and attract luck. For those born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, or 30th, adding turmeric to your daily routine can serve as a reminder to cleanse not only your body, but your mind as well. By doing this, you can nurture your creativity while remaining grounded and cautious. Now, for those born on the 4th, 13th, 22nd, or 31st, you likely possess a remarkable determination. Hard work comes naturally to you, but I've seen how this determination can sometimes turn into rigidity. This inflexibility can block financial growth. Buddhism teaches that flexibility is a virtue. It allows us to navigate life's challenges instead of resisting them. Take my friend Sundeep, for example. He was known for his drive and determination in his role as a civil engineer, but his stubbornness made it difficult for others to collaborate with him. After he adopted a stray dog and started feeding it daily, he noticed a gradual transformation in his personality. He became more open and approachable, which significantly improved his relationships at work. Eventually, he was promoted to a management position, leading to a substantial increase in his income. This experience reminded me that while hard work and determination are crucial for success, they must be balanced with flexibility. In Buddhism, we learn that clinging too tightly to our views can create barriers. By being open to new ideas and feedback, we can unlock opportunities that we might have otherwise overlooked. In the end, it's about cultivating a balance between our emotions, our creativity, and our determination. Each step we take toward emotional stability, mindfulness, and flexibility not only enriches our personal growth, but also paves the way for financial success. So, as October unfolds, I find it refreshing to reflect on these insights and embrace the journey ahead with a clear mind and an open heart. You know, I've been thinking about how often we find ourselves distracted by all the shiny new ideas and opportunities that come our way. It's like we're on this constant treadmill of inspiration, but we rarely get off to pursue something to completion. I've been there. Maybe you have too. The thrill of a new project can be intoxicating, but I've learned that true success comes from focus and persistence. Let's take a moment to dive into this idea of consistency. I remember chatting with a friend who was a talented fashion designer in New York City. Let's call her Priya. Priya was bursting with creative energy. She had a million ideas, but she struggled to finish any of them. Each time she came up with something new, she'd jump ship and leave her previous projects behind. It was exhausting for her, and honestly, she was getting frustrated with her lack of progress. It was like she was spinning her wheels without getting anywhere. Then she stumbled upon the practice of carrying cardamom pods. Now, cardamom isn't just a delightful spice. It's also thought to bring good luck and enhance focus. When Priya started keeping cardamom with her, it served as a little reminder to slow down and center herself. She found that it helped her shift her mindset. Instead of hopping from one idea to the next, she began to focus on finishing what she started. Before long, her designs began to attract attention, and she started landing significant clients. This experience taught me a valuable lesson. Consistency is key to wealth. It's not just about having brilliant ideas. It's about nurturing those ideas over time. This is where Buddhist teachings come in. Buddhism emphasizes patience and persistence, reminding us that wealth isn't built by jumping from one shiny thing to the next, but by sticking with something until we see it through. So for those of you born on the 5th, 14th, or 23rd of the month, it's essential to harness that quick-wittedness and turn it into disciplined focus. I've noticed that people with this birth date often have a knack for coming up with great ideas, but they can easily get distracted. Sound familiar? If you're feeling this way, remember that by cultivating patience, you'll create the space for your ideas to grow into something substantial. As I reflect on my journey, I've learned that it's crucial to set long-term goals and then take consistent, actionable steps toward achieving them. It's not always easy, especially when the world around us is filled with distractions. But just like Priya, when we decide to focus our energy, we begin to see real progress. I've also found meditation to be a powerful tool in this journey. Taking a few moments each day to sit quietly and reflect helps to clear my mind and center my thoughts. It's during these moments that I find clarity on what truly matters, and it allows me to cultivate a sense of inner peace. After all, as much as we pursue financial success, what we really want is to live a life filled with joy and fulfillment. So, whether you're in a phase of abundance or working hard to achieve your dreams, remember that true wealth transcends material success. It's about carrying a peaceful heart and a mindful attitude wherever you go. October is a wonderful time to reflect on these teachings, embrace the potential around us, and commit to the journey with focus and intent. As I look ahead, I'm excited for what's to come and the opportunities for growth. So let's carry this wisdom with us and keep striving for a balanced and prosperous life. Here's to the journey ahead, May it be filled with patience, focus, and an abundance of joy.